Hello, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. I need to quickly make sure that YouTube doesn't think we're still streaming Minecraft, and maybe post on Twitter to say that we're now streaming Elden Ring. Just typing that one out. Perfect. Alright. Let's do this. We're back. It still remembers the camera. There we go. There's the... Yep, perfect. Perfect. Okay. I need to make sure we're on the right character, because I've been playing more of the DLC. I'm on the final boss now. Yeah... So, if you're not caught up on this, this is the Elden Ring A-Z. This is a series in which I am playing through with a new character with every weapon in alphabetical order. Right now we're on the Albinauric Staff, and this is our character, Albi Spellin. The Albinauric Staff differs from other staves in that it scales primarily with arcane, so I've been focusing on using some of the sorceries that give you arcane... that have arcane like casting requirements, like the Oracle Bubbles that the Claymen use. We just got the Stargazer heirloom, so we've done Rani's quest up to the point where she disappears into Ainsel River. I'm going to go to Lanedale, and we're probably going to fight Morgott, because I want to progress the story a little bit. And I don't know if we're going to go back and do some of the stuff with Rani's whole deal. We could, I guess. The other thing I want to do is get a few more of the tiers we need to upgrade our flasks. So I think one of the things we could start with is going here and going to Ailing Village just to get the tier there, kill the Invader Vike, and all of that garbage. Sapphire Algon, thank you for the 19 months. Also, I think I missed the Captain Bose resub on the Minecraft portion of the stream, so thank you for that resub if you're still around. Thank you even if you're not. Right. So let's go get a couple more sacred tiers. A few of them are in mountaintops, so we're not going to get 2 or maybe 3 of them until we go past Lanedale anyway. Let's grab this Grace. I feel like we rarely come this way. But we've not really worried about the Grand Dectus Lift. In fact, I don't think I even have the Fort Height part of the medallion, so we're not going to go that way anyway. We're just going to take a quick jaunt to the right, because we have the right. Just killing a guy on a horse just so I can make sure I remember how to play this game. There we go. And make sure that this weapon does damage as well, because we're using the Ripple Blade now, but I'm not really used to the moveset. Climb the Tower of Caelid, want to go against Rykard. Star Beast is hard to punch. With some offline leveling, I aim to get to at least 100. Yeah, I think, honestly, leveling up at whatever rune farm you find best is, honestly, a good way to get through these playthroughs quicker. Like, I don't want every single playthrough I do to be, like, the same thing where we go to Mohg Palace and fight the bird a bunch of times, but the only other way of doing it, really, is to fight all of the bosses, basically, is to do a much more comprehensive playthrough of the game. And honestly, who has the time? Not me, especially when I keep falling off cliffs that way. Although I think I need to fall off that cliff, so it's fine. Right, am I headed the right way? Grand Dectus Lift? Grand Dectus Lift, perfect. Okay, cool. So we can hop down into this camp. We've dodged most of the trebuchets. Whacha! And then we'll go this way. We'll probably deal with the Shibriri Tower just because it's annoying. And I think sometimes it can still hit you if you're in the Ailing Village. Or the Frenzied Flame Village, this is. The Ailing Village is the one on Peninsula. Tower of Sauron. Oh, there's a lot more cool madness stuff in the DLC as well. That's something I've been contending with. Just gonna take care of you. Very good. Crouch in here to make sure the madness goes away. Lift Grace is a lot more useful. I mean, I'm not going to be back here too often. And there's another Grace just over here, if I remember correctly, so we can grab that one. As long as we don't... There we go. Nice. Thank you for the glass. Why is it always glass? We're also going to not worry about getting that incantation because I'm not a faith man. Not a faith character. And yeah, there's like there's a Grace on the way to this tower. It's like right behind this rock. So we'll grab this. Frenzied Flame Village outskirts, I think. Just going to quickly rest here. Have I finished the madness area? Yeah, I beat Midra. Fun boss. Fun boss. And I forget what the weapon from the Remembrance is called, but again, at some stage we would get to that if this run continues. So I am kind of curious. Alright, time to load up on Oracle Bubbles for the Vike fight. I think maybe I need to get into the habit of going for this maiden instead of going for the maiden from the Church of Anticipation. Because that way at least I would remember to get the Sacred Tear more frequently. Oh, okay, the game hitched a little bit there. Shut up. Alright, we're good. Bye, bud. I think that might be the first time I fought Vike hitless on any of these characters. Incredible. Love giving people new rib cages. I know. So, like, hideous. Alright, so we have that now. That's nice. Oh, we do have a Grace here also. So I might as well grab that. For no real reason. And then, from here, where do we want to go? We have all of the ones from Peninsula, because I've been to all of these churches, and the Ailing Village there. I'm trying to think... We have the one from Church of the Plague, because that's there. Is there a Church of Marika in Caelid? I don't think there is, right? And then... We haven't got the Erdtree Avatar done down here. We haven't been to Church of Vows, but that one doesn't have a thing. Like a Sacred Tear. We've been to this one. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's a couple more in mountaintops that we'll get, and then we'll see which one I'm missing at that stage. But we have +8 flasks. I think we might have a couple of golden seeds. Yeah, so we just need to get the 2 from down here. I also want to try fighting Mohg again because I recognize that I did something silly when I fought Mohg. It was kind of similar to the something silly I just did. Because I'm pretty sure I wasted a lot of the time I could get on my my infinite FP flask that I could spend casting Comet Azure just in like the walking up to Mohg part. Okay, the game hitched for a second there. That was the game's fault, not mine. Cool. We got him. Thanks for the axe. And now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. Let's grab 2 more golden seeds. Let's not fight bonus Morgotts. Instead, let's go this way. Lag didn't happen with the temp PC. Oh, no, it did. That's just an Elden Ring thing. Like, it's not a graphics card thing, it's not a hardware failure thing, it's just an Elden Ring thing. It's just this game being this game. Like, I've seen other people talk about it as well, like, it is by no means just me. It might be something to do with, like, the graphics card or the drivers or something, but it seems consistent across different devices, so it doesn't concern me. Say it with me, I will not fight the Bell-Bearing Hunter. I will fight the Draconic Tree Sentinel, though. So that's a concern. Bam! I love it when he shoots other people. Alright, let's give this our best attempt. He's probably going to fireball me. But he's got to heft his weapon first, so... before he does that... I think I'm winning this Pokemon fight somehow. Oh no, he's got electric too. Well, never mind. Okay, we got a decent spread on him there, but... oh, yep, that's going to interrupt me. Unfortunate. Okay, we got the bubble off that time. Oh, I might still win this. No, I think we're fine. Nice. GG. So yeah, I still don't know how to play this game. I still remember how to play this game. I do love the subculture of Elden Ring in which you just bully the Draconic Tree Sentinel, and that's what I hope to do on all future playthroughs. I will quickly check my notes in case I had made any kind of notes about what I was going to do on this stream. Oh, yes. Yes, those things. Yeah, it was mainly for a Mohg rematch. Just had a couple of ideas. Which is, get hold of Terra Magica from the Academy Glintstone Cave. Get the Magic Shrouding Cracked tier, and then maybe obtain Azure's armor set so you can get the magic boost from that. And then go back and combat Azure Mohg. But we'll maybe try that later. I do still want to fight Mohg, but we don't have to because we're in Lanedale now. Magic Grease. I do have the weapon that everybody said was good for greasing back in the day, but I don't think it's as good anymore. There was also a patch today that has updated and rebalanced some of the DLC stuff, but I didn't see anything too significant. I'll wait to see what the community outcry is about. Wonder if they nerfed Radahn again. Always my favorite view in this game. Always, always. Okay, it's Bubbles versus Bubbles in the Battle of the Century. Who will win? You are not the bubbler, I am the bubbler. Saxophone. Love to see that wind up. Oh, okay, cool. You did it. You made it. You got there. Thank you for the runes. Oh, time to get this guy in the back with some bubbles too. Never mind, he saw me. And then he fell off a balcony or something. Problem with these guys is that they have too many attacks. Kind of goes with my outfit. I do think Albi needs new drip. I don't know if it's this, though. His second form. Also don't know if it's this, but... it's currently the best helmet I have. To imitate the imitator is a cunning play indeed. Increases arcane to the detriment of physical attack power. I don't plan on physically attacking much, but like, how detrimental are we talking? Switch view right. I mean, not that bad. Not that bad, really. Maybe this is the Albi we need. Been missing these Elden Ring streams. Yeah, it's fun to get back into this game. Question is, do we want to fight this guy? I guess I do. Yeah, it doesn't do much less damage, this. Although I do kind of suck at combat, especially against knights, because they tend to do the up-close attacks, and I tend to do the far-away attacks. The staff feels a bit slow. The staff itself is not slow. The spells I'm choosing to cast are slow. Liara, welcome back. Thank you for the 71 months. Maybe we jump off here this time. That seems reasonable. We kind of have a similar moveset now. He has an axe, I have an axe. Look how well that works. Does the knight not walk out into the corridor until I'm down here? Is that how that works? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I won that time. That's fine, as long as I won. My approach to playing video games is, it's fine as long as I win. Not even going to give this guy a chance. Unfortunately, the scenery is going to give him a chance. And the guy will run out and attack me from here in a minute, so... You serious? Stand up and fight! Okay, fair. I see your game, I know your plans. Where am I at runes-wise? Yeah, okay, I thought so. It's 120k to level up. No biggie. Should be able to get that from this guy in a moment. And here is another opportunity to use the... we chug flask and we spam the hyper beam. And then because of the other bubble, I only take a fraction of the damage. And then we know we can take out these guys because all he's going to do is spam golden rays of light at me. Peace. And so now we pop this and we get... Oh, 50k. Okay, that's not bad. I might save that then. But then we get the balcony side of grace down here. Oh, there is one place I wanted to go here that we didn't go on any other playthrough yet. You look amazing today 100 says you look amazing today. Thanks.
My utmost for bringing me here.
You clearly have a bit you do in chat, so...
I shall leave. I wish you luck. You have fought. I have no...
Okay, I'm not going to level up. Because we sort of can't right now. I am going to go and hit this guy. Your guard counters do not matter if you do not hit me. Just gonna do a creepy. Up the dragon's wing. Hop in here, and we're going to go to the round table hold. because I need some drip. That is a giant dragon. Yeah, this is... I think this was the largest dragon in the game until the DLC came out with a bigger one, because the DLC had to one-up everything that the base game did. Well, this is clearly an invitation. I can't believe I rolled so many times and it just didn't let me roll. We'll get back to him, don't worry. Deserved? Always deserved. Comet Azure is a surprisingly effective spell at hitting big stuff. When you try and use it to hit small stuff, it is, frankly ridiculous. Alright, that went well. I'm fine with that one. We will shotgun bubbles this guy instead. Let me up, let me up. Lightning does strike twice. So does the poison flower or something. Alright, this time though. His flunky found me. His flunky is dead now. I would do a lot better if I decided to just use melee weapons more. Bubbling knights to death is so funny. That's why I'm doing it so much. It only works some of the time. Anyway, we're going to take a right here. Because there's, of course, a ton of cool stuff you can get from exploring this area. Although I don't think you can get much of it from getting in the front door. So instead we will go this way. My favorite thing to do in this bit is to leave a player message that says, "Seems familiar." So I think this is where we just get the hammer, right? Oh, that's the wet blade. That's the hammer. Here we get more heroes' runes. We get a gesture. Grab this. We haven't done any of the Volcano Manor side quest, so we don't get the invasion here, but what I really want is this, because this I want to be our drip. It's good with magic damage, but not so much with physical, but then again, it does look pretty cool. Maybe without the Silver Tier mask. But we can put on some Radahn Soldier Gauntlets instead of these. But it strengthens Thorn Sorcery, which we don't have much of yet. But this is a pretty cool... this is a cool look. Cool look for a vampire, maybe. Be wary of necessary item. I mean, it's a smithing stone 5, man. It's not... How necessary was that? Actually, I could use it to upgrade my ripple blades, so... Fairly necessary, I reckon. This point in the game is where the Fashion Souls begins? Yes. Especially on acquiring this. So yeah, we could still have... We could have Alberic's hat. We could have our bandit mask. Honestly, having worn the Silver Tear mask for a bit, I kind of don't want it. Even though it raises Arcane. I kind of don't want it. This, though. This reminds me of, like... It's like Soul Reaver, somehow. But I feel like, considering this guy's name is Albi, and this guy's name is Alberic, maybe Alberic is, like, his full name. And the guy's like, these clothes, they have my name stitched in. Clearly they were meant for me. Since we're so close to the Grace... Figured I might as well, because, for one thing we get runes. For another, it makes it slightly easier to get this. And I could use a few more golden seeds. Once again, it is Bubbles versus Bubbles. With a predictable winner. And now we have to go and fight Godfrey for the first time. Yeah, that gargoyle was a little bit kinder in staying where it was. It's impossible to say the word bubbles in an angry way. Or it just sounds laughable. Regardless of how it is said. Oh, this guy with his big stick. What if he's got a pointy stick? Sure. Alright, time to bubble Godfrey some. Oh, he's going to jump attack, isn't he? Let me bubble you. He was not so keen on the bubble thing. Need to remember that the whole thing with Godfrey is you roll towards and behind him. I mean, that's the whole thing with this game, really. Like, it's not just this fight, but this fight favors it as an approach. Oh, we did hit him in the air. Fantastic. Love to see that. course, he doesn't have as many follow-ups in this fight as he does in the later ones, so... Can be slightly safer in doing it on this fight. Alright, we did most of that with the staff, it's fine. Finally another talisman pouch. We have all 4. You know what I would have liked? I would have liked if the DLC had given us another talisman pouch, or another sacred tear, or another flask of... Not another flask of wondrous physic, that'd be too OP, but like another enough golden seeds that we could have another like healing flask or mana flask or whatever. I feel like that would have felt a little bit more rewarding, weirdly, even though it probably would have been game-breaking to a certain extent. I was just waiting for stuff like that that had, like, an impact on the base game. Because I know it's meant to not be... It's not meant to be the case that it affects your performance in the base game if you do the DLC. Like, it doesn't give people an unfair advantage. But also, like... Getting all of the new weapons from the DLC and using them in the base game gives you a different advantage, so... I feel like there's a lot of weapons that have pretty cool Ashes of War that I don't think necessarily having like an extra flask or whatever is going to affect much. But I guess, you know, the PvP scene here is a thing, so... This is something I learned, I think, from watching the speedrun. If you crouch behind this Black Knife Assassin, you actually avoid having to do that fight because the game doesn't start that character targeting you until they've fully completed their animation for getting up. Would appreciate another talisman pouch. Yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, let's go fight Morgott. Again, we have the option of using Combat Azure, but Morgott is quite agile, so I'm not really sure how my magic strats are going to work. We could always summon Melina anyway. Let's try without to begin with. Could use a Rune Arc, won't bother. If I was going for a somber weapon in this playthrough, I think Morgott's sword is probably the one I would want. Because it's another one of the weapons that actually scales with Arcane. Ow. Oh, I was actually in the path of that one, I didn't really see. Yikes. That was a major stutter, yeah, that is something that this PC does, but it always did it from as far back as I can remember using this PC. So that doesn't concern me too much. That was less an Elden Ring stutter and more just a general PC stutter. I need to remember as well that I don't think charging the bubble makes it do any extra damage. I think it just makes it travel further. Elden Ring just loves to stutter sometimes on any system. Yeah, it gets kind of jittery. Alright, so I think bubbling this guy can work. I think it's just going to be about understanding his patterns better and having better timing. But at least we're only losing like 800 runes if I don't collect them now, so... And at the start here, he's just going to run at me, so we can get a few extra free hits in here. And then we're almost at phase 2. That's different to the fight starting you in the middle of the arena like it does when you have the cutscene, so... Oh. He's always got the knives ready to interrupt my heals. He won that fight. And that one as well. Oh, I broke the throne. My bad. Okay, so now we just charge a bunch of bubbles because he's going to come out of this in a second anyway. The throne stained by his curse. Now he starts using Blood Flame, which is fun. Oh, and he got me on the backswing. Again, I need to learn about rolling forwards into him instead of sideways and backwards. What's up, Mr. Spooky Scary? Welcome to the Elden Ring A-Z. Does max have maybe 15% more damage, which is in line with the other chargeable spells. So, yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it does. But there is maybe some time to be earned by spamming it that will hopefully do okay. I might try the Comet as your approach, considering that he just walks towards you slowly when we start the fight, but... he's one of these guys. Then he's also a guy who can just dodge, so... shouldn't rely on that approach too much. Fortunately, I had Opaline Bubble Tear on my flask, so took a little bit less damage there than I could have. There we go. Slightly more successful dodges. This one won't be good. If I get over here... there we go. That's the stuff right there. He always goes for the spear a second time after that. If there's an opening for him to follow up, then he does. Like this, yeah. If he reads an input that he knows he can exploit, he does the second spear. There we go. Oh, and now my I haven't got enough mana. No! If this game would stop stuttering at crucial moments, that would be great. This'll get him. Oh, I should not have gotten cocky. I should not have thought that would get him. I thought it was going to come around. Hey, never mind. We'll do another. That was basically it. I just need to cast 2 bubbles at the end there. We'll do the Comet as you're opening again. I'll get slightly closer to him before I do it. Watch as he like runs directly at me this time just to change it up. The problem with timing the bubble attacks particularly is that, like, if I end up firing another one at the time that the first one would hit him... Oh, there we go. Okay, we dodged the spear. That was nice. Yeah, if I end up firing another one, then he's going to dodge the first one because he's dodging the animation from the second one. So that's kind of awkward. Okay, we'll cast another bubble here, at least. We've got Blood Flame a little bit there. Okay, cool, we can heal. Now he's going to cast Daggers, probably. Yep. And now we got him. Alright, that went well. Just a matter of knowing which attacks I can cast bubbles in between, because sometimes he just has input reads and follow-ups. Turns out the throne was made of balsa wood the whole time. It's not made of stuff like this, which we cannot get through. Alright. Time for mountaintops. Now the main question is, are we going to try the whole Castle Soul situation? I think yes, because then we can get the talisman that improves your spell potency even more, and I kind of feel like having that. Oh, you can't turn my runes to strength. Sorry about that. Yes, this is Minecraft 1.22. It's the Elden Ring update. It's the update that makes it look like Elden Ring. That's fine. That's good. I guess we probably just go. Right? Like, I can't think of much else that we need to do. Oh, you know what? One of the... I was asking earlier which of the Sacred Tears we didn't get. I think Bellum Church is one. This is the combat update, yes. That squirrel gets to live for now. I have no quarrel with you. I'm a church-going man. As in, I'm going to this church now. Just gonna reset the aggro from this guy. Hey, made it in time for Elden Ring. Welcome in, Sabra. Good to see you. Hope you're well. We have the drippiest of drip currently. This is a heck of an outfit. I think some of the things on here are gems. I think some of them may not be gems. I can't remember what the lore is. And I think we need to go Avenue Balcony and then just head east. This way. Hope they're gems. Not sure. I want to contemplate the alternative. Well, I was thinking they might be tongues, because this is Mad Tongue Alberic, right? There are some of these that look a little darker than the others. I was curious. Maybe not too curious, though. Maybe I shouldn't be that curious. Is it bad that you're on Beast Clergyman, but you only have plus 6 HP? Honestly, when I first played through this game, I did not know what I was doing. Like, my original character is a mess, both stats-wise and equipment-wise. I'm still wearing, like, an imp head mask and, like, tree sentinel armor or something. Like, it's wild. And I'm ostensibly a dex build, but I kind of respect for dex int once I started using Moonveil. But I started as a warrior, and I did not know how, like, dual wielding worked or any of that stuff. The stuff that it tries to, like, push you towards with the character's starting equipment and everything. What is this? Is this just like a... yeah. Why is it always grass or a bug? It's always arteria, leaves, and butterflies with this game. This guy's going to follow me onto the lift, because he always does. Hey, man. If we get runes, he fell down. He fell down. Your first character was a wretch. Yeah, but you've played games like this before, right?
Well, that's just Prime.
Noon, thanks so much for the Prime sub. A brand new Prime sub to the channel. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Welcome to the Pixels. Gonna take care of this guy before he becomes a problem. Always with the Flame Drake talismans on the bridges for some reason. Bye. I love how they're supposed to be protecting this place with their lives. This is like the Forbidden Lands. This is the spot that you're not supposed to ever go to. And that guy is just like, well, I'll let him go. It's fine. He'll probably just go and die to the Knights Cavalry anyway. Little does he know. I'm not going to fight the Knights Cavalry. I'm going to go around. I have a horse too. Horse 2, the sequel to Horse. Yeah, he'd forgotten how to fight, temporarily. Couple of vulgar militia having a cup of coffee.
Well, that's just Prime.
Knights Cavalry is up here somewhere, I think. Like after this jump. This jump that I almost forgot to take. Hey, Pillar of Nothing, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. Hope you had a great stream. What were you folks up to today? Tell me everything. Even if it takes a while. Always got to take out one of those guys for posterity. Ooh, more golden seeds. Don't mind if I do. And now another enemy that I can try to Comet Azure. It's probably not going to go well, but here we go. And not a bad start. Ow, okay, right. The bubble is down. Now we have other concerns. Fortunately, this guy likes to stunt on you, so... he has big warm-ups to some of these attacks. And also big wings that I can hit with this. Oh, the bubble went through him somehow? Or did it just not cast? He goes, rah, I changed my weapon set. And I go, rah, I kill you with a bubble now. I kill you with tiny bubbles to prove a point. Nice. That fight went a lot better than it did on the last time I tried to fight him, which I'm pretty sure was the bow-based playthrough. Yeah, I'll still take spells over bows, which is great because Ansbach's bow is coming up. But Ansbach's bow is actually pretty good, so... Also, Savian, thanks so much for the 28 months. Sorry I missed that resub earlier. Hope you're enjoying the stream. The bow run was tough. I'm looking forward to future bow runs because I think they are going to be a little bit better than the Albinauric bow was. I'm very excited for the Jar Cannon playthrough, Blacklad. I'm just not going to get there until, like, 2028 or something. Love to be on the horse, though. This time we've actually done Yura's quest in its entirety, so it makes sense that Shibriri is here. But we're going to ignore him, as we often do. Instead, I'm going to go to the ruins and get the bell bearing. I don't think any of the Zamori saw me there, but... Is this series planned to last a decade? Well, there are 408 weapons in this game. So if I completed a playthrough once a week, it would take me 8 years. Horse dodge. Yeah, baby! Successful heist! You know I love a heist. Ah, that one got me. Always check your exits. Just going to do a little bit of wall parkour, and we're away. Heistin, heistin, ba 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 ba. Yeah, so originally it would have taken 6 years to complete just the base game weapons, but I want to do the DLC weapons as well, so... Honestly, it's probably just going to take me until the end of this decade to figure out how to beat the final boss of the DLC. Looking forward to 8+ more years of Elden Ring streams? Yeah. I honestly think I'll give up on this challenge at some stage, but I think it would be more fun if I didn't, you know? Do our usual thing of running past all the fire prelates, even though they've got all of the sorceries that apparently work really well with all the equipment I have. Like, it's kind of silly that I have all of this stuff that boosts Thorn sorcery, which is all of Alberic's set and this staff. And I haven't got any Thorn sorcery. I'm pretty sure you can get the better one of the two spells from mountaintops, though. But bizarrely, they don't even require Arcane to cast. And I'm like, so why does this staff have such an affinity for them? I don't really understand. I think I'm going to try the DLC final boss on the DLC weapon runs in this. I'm not going to do every DLC weapon run, but at some point there are 2 weapons that I will have to get from beating the final boss. And if I do an all incantations playthrough, maybe for like Finger Seal or something like that, then I will have to beat the final boss to get one of the incantations. So like, I might end up having to do it more than once. We'll see what happens. Might take me to the end of this decade as well. Yeah. Like, I'm running a really, like, awkward build. Like, an inflexible build for my, like, main playthrough of the DLC. So I'm not, like, really allowing myself to respec or whatever. So I honestly think if I wanted to beat the boss, then I could probably do some better character setup. But in the meantime, it is pretty fun to just, like, punch Radahn a lot, you know? Is it types of weapons or individual weapons? It's individual weapons. There are 408 weapons in the game. I am on the 4th, which is the Albinauric Staff. Previous to this, we started with the Academy Glintstone Staff, which you have to get from a mage of Raya Lucaria, so I got mine from killing Taupes. Then the Alabaster Lord's Sword, and then the Albinauric Bow, and now we're on the Albinauric Staff. There are 404 to go, yeah. Once I beat it with this one. I don't have any more runes that I can crack, so we're going about this in a slightly different direction. I'm going to head over to the church here to grab the Sacred Tear. And then we're going to double back and do Castle Soul later. This build is going to be really funny against Fire Giant as well, because Fire Giant... I will not fight the dragon, I will not fight the dragon. Fire Giant is going to be sending bubbles of fire at me the entire time, and I have to respond with bubbles of water. Also annoys me that it hides the compass during this. So I'm like, where am I going? Am I going the right way? Oh god, the lobsters. Dang it, they leap! I think we made it. $21 streams so far, 4 weapon playthroughs, yep. I do think a couple of the streams will end up being longer ones later. If I feel like just playing Elden Ring for like a full day, I could probably get one done in a day, you know? Especially if it's a weapon I'm more familiar with. What's that now? Plus 10? Yeah, okay, cool. So we have one more coming up in the... first Church of Marika, I think, is the one in the mountaintops. And then there's one more somewhere else that I haven't got, and I forget which one that is. Because this time it's not the Madness Church one. Say a brief hello to Vike. Lord Contender. It's a marathon, not a sprint, absolutely. Yeah, somewhere in here is where you get the Briar Sorcery. Like, I'm not sure if it's in the garrison, but I think it's one of these areas is where you get the, Oh, hello. Me and Ollie still planning on playing Elden Ring together? At some point, yes. Like, I'm still planning on doing the Astrologer's Staff playthrough as a seamless co-op run with Zloy XP. And so I'll probably end up doing one with Ollie at some stage too. But it totally depends, like, when people are available and stuff. Because if I start a playthrough, I want to be able to finish it before I move on to the next weapon. But I don't want to be playing stuff off camera without people, you know? Or, like, I don't want to be playing it on stream. If we've started it as a co-op run, I don't want to, like, get too far ahead. So, we need to, like, mark out some time when we'll be able to knock one out in, like, a week. The mod is updated, yes. It's obviously still in beta, but it was in beta before, so... Melna has lots to say about being up here. Also, this is the point where you discover that Stone Digger Trolls were originally like Yetis, which is pretty fun. And that they've all had their innards torn out because they used to have the same sort of face chest setup as the Fire Giant does. Marika and the Fire Giant did not see eye to eye on stuff. No pun intended. Alright, let's fight Okina. Hopefully a crow is not following me this time. Thank goodness for that. Love the fact that input reading stuff does not care about projectiles that you've already cast. They only care about what you're casting right this second. Means that's the easiest Okina fight we've had the entire time. Wonder why finger creepers are there, considering the new fingers lore for the DLC. Well, Marika and the fingers kind of have a thing going, right? Church of Repose, that's this one. So, oh, we found two maps. So the first Church of Marika is that one, and then this one is the Church of Repose. Where is the Sacred Tier plus 11? Is there a church in Caelid that I haven't been to, seriously? I cannot remember. We've been to Church of the Plague. I had a feeling that was the only one. We've been to Third Church of Marika. We've been to the 3 on the peninsula. We've been to this village. We've been to Bellum Church. We've been to Second Church of Marika. I feel like there's another one on Altus somewhere. I can't remember where it is. I feel like there's 2 on Altus and I'm missing one. It's not on Mount Gelmir. It's not Lux Ruins, which is the thing right there. Is it the Storm Church? Yes, it is. It's the one where you fight, this one. It's that one right there. We have not been right there. It's the one where you fight Lich Dragon, what's it called? Or no, Ancient Dragon Lance Bass. That one. So we can double back to that one. We also don't have Alexander to help us for this fight, so I'm gonna hope that I can actually do okay against Fire Giants. Gonna save Comet Azure for later, I think. I actually beat that attack. I feel like sometimes I have a hard time rolling through that one for some reason. Hi, bud. You right up there? Ow. Yeah, thought so. Also, I should be attacking his leg, right? That's the weak point at this stage. Easily one of the least visited areas in the game. Yeah, unless you want the lightning rolling ability. Or if you want to fight all the bosses. I forget if that boss has a remembrance. I don't think it does, right? It's just one of the ancient dragons. See you later, Black Cloud. Have a good one. Have I played Dead Cells? I haven't. I've seen it played before. And it's absolutely the kind of game I would have gotten into back in the day, but just hasn't piqued my interest of late. But it's on Switch, right? Like, I might end up playing it on Switch at some stage. Dude, I genuinely never dodge that, and I don't know how you can do it beyond just... being up close to it and rolling. Oh, okay, we did it. We actually cancelled the roll. That's nice. Yeah, because now this does tons of damage up close. And now he starts throwing bubbles at me. Which is funny because I am going to start throwing bubbles at him. Ow. Okay, yeah, I couldn't get around the tree, so that's my bad, I guess. Okay, I thought the tree was going to block that, and it didn't. Not focusing at this stage. My preferred attack being a kind of slow-moving projectile is not the greatest decision when faced with this boss, I will admit. You're like, he's big and slow moving. Surely that makes sense. And for some reason, it just unlocked me from what I was looking at. I think at this stage I genuinely don't have enough mana flasks to finish casting this spell at him enough for him to die. Well, I thought he'd got me then. I have no heals left. He's about to go into second phase. He'll go into second phase if any of these bubbles hit him, but apparently I'm not close enough. Okay, one of them hit him at some stage. I'll take it. That's about as much as I'm getting. So now I have to do this melee style because I am basically out of spells. This is not going to go well for me. Especially considering at this stage the weak spots are his hands. Can't remember if getting behind obstacles genuinely helps, and where did that fire come from? That was just like floating around. Hilarious. Okay, well I think I need more flasks is the answer to this. Because right now I have 7 and 4. So that's 11 total. I think I can get 1 or 2 more. Because the total is like 14, right? Just have to go and get more golden seeds. But still, that wasn't a bad fire giant. I just, like, if I want to beat him with spells, my spells either need to be more powerful or I need to deal more damage in general. Or I need to find other ways of dealing damage. I guess I could still go and upgrade some stuff. I don't have all of the smithing stones I will need. Then to ask on Minecraft stream, what's the difference between Bad Omen and 1 and 5 potions? So the Bad Omen effects still do the same thing they did with stages of Bad Omen before, where like if you kill 5 pillager captains, you would start a raid that had like 5 additional bonus waves. So if you have Bad Omen 5 on a bottle and you drink it, that happens. Like the raid is still threat level 5 basically. But then if you drink it in a trial chamber, it adds 15 minutes per level to the time the ominous trial effect happens. So if you drink one, like Bad Omen 1, it lasts for 15 minutes. If you drink Bad Omen 3, it lasts for 45 minutes, and so on and so forth. Alright, now we should be able to buy... We need one of these, and we need... I think like another 4 of them now, but... We can at least upgrade the Ripple Blade some. Because this thing scales pretty well with my arcane stats, and I have a high arcane stats, so... Back already? Oh, I do need more 5s. Okay, cool. Well, I can sell more of these to him, so... Let's cash those in. Go and buy a couple more. And this is at the point where it needs... a couple more Smithing Stone 7s, and then it's all Smithing Stone 8s from there. Okay, cool. That should be enough to get the Ripple Blade done. Up to, like, plus 18.
Back all no matter.
Cool. And then I just spent some 7s, which, to be fair, I should have saved for this. But that's fine. We can go... grab a couple of other bits and pieces, then we can come back and fight Fire Giant again. I think we need to go and do this fight, which means going through the stupid place with all the stupid archers who are stupid. If we get to Farum Azula today, I'll be pretty happy, though. The alternative path to that is we do Castle Sol, we do Albinauric Village. I mean, we literally just get a medallion fragment from Albinauric Village. We go get the Consecrated Snowfield Rise done to get a talisman that, like, levels up my sorceries a little bit more. But I do have a free talisman slot right now, so I'm kind of open to that as a possibility. Gonna get this grace here just in case I get absolutely destroyed in the upcoming section. Especially since my armor does not give me great resistance against arrows. Wait a second, did I just go around? I did not know you could do that. I did not know you could circumvent the whole bit with the archers. That's good to know. Because now I just have to go up here. Right now on Bedrock, all 5 bad omens last 100 minutes. That's weird and not intended as far as the point of bad omen, so maybe that'll change in future. I too have an axe. I mean, yes, Ginger, if I can avoid the archers, I will. All kinds of archers are included in this. There used to be a bunch of Radio 4 shows that my folks would listen to around the dinner table, and my dad always used to get up with extreme, like, distaste whenever the theme music for the Archers started playing, and turn the radio off immediately. That's the stuff. Okay, so we have that now. And we could go here and then go do the Terra Magica bit. Your mum was addicted to it? Oh no. Unfortunate for everybody else involved. Which way is Academy? That way. I'm pretty sure I have Stone Sword keys still, so we can go in here. Time to bubble some guys. I'll switch the light on so people can see, because this place is dark. So this is going to give us a bit of stuff that will help us with Fire Giant. It might also help us with Mohg. If we want to go and fight Mohg again. Because it's funny, on the last stream, I said something about not needing to do Celavis's quest because there wasn't really a point to it, and then I did a little bit more research into talismans that help with magic, and I realized that at the end of Celavis's quest, regardless of the outcome of it, like whether or not he, like, whether you agree to help him, or like whether you give the potion to Rani and whatnot, you get the magic scorpion charm, which is another one of those things that deals more damage if you take physical damage, but increases your magic by like 15%. So I feel like I should maybe have done that. Gonna cast this until this guy notices me. Senpai. Senpai Club Mage. There we go. Nice. I'm pretty sure there's a rune arc in the chest in here as well, and then this guy starts casting spells at you from the balcony, but then you roll away and... Yep, that all went as I remember. So let's go fight some Crystalians. It's funny how that doesn't work as well, because these things need to be poise broken before you can deal any significant damage to them. Fortunately, this spell does a decent amount of poise damage because it moves slowly and hits things. gonna just stand there and watch me do that, I guess? Ah! Now you're not. Nice. Okay. Slightly better. Left him with a paper cut's worth of health, and we are crystal released. I feel like I should have elevator music to go here. We get to take a look at the drip, though. These eyes have seen some things. Right now what they're seeing is a spell that gives me an extra boost to my magic. Although I think they nerfed this in a recent patch, but only a little bit. Grian's hold music, yeah. Cool. So let's go and try this on Mohg. And then we'll go and try it on Fire Giant. I'm going to do a bit of a risky move here and swap that out for this. I'm going to memorize Terra Magica. And then I guess if we really wanted to, we could use something like Star Shower, because that would hit him easier. But here is the play. We go in, we walk forward a bit, we chug Flask, we cast Terra Magica, or we cast Terra Magica, we chug Flask, we cast Comet Azure. Because that way we're getting as much magic damage as I can feasibly get out of my current setup. I don't think I have anything else that will really boost spell potency. I mean, boosting fire damage negation might not be a bad thing against the whole Blood Flame deal, so sure, let's equip that, why not? Doesn't make me a heavy load or anything. So if I can't beat Mohg this way, then it doesn't prove anything except that I can't beat Mohg this way. But I do kind of want to min-max for this fight in future. So the trick is not to chug the flask until we are in here and we have cast this. And then when he's in range, then we cast. Okay, yeah, now then we... Yep. Yep. And now he's healed. So it didn't quite work the way I had hoped. We need a little bit more magic damage if we're going to be killing Mohg that way, but... Cool idea. I don't think I was even hitting him over the stairs at that point. We'll run back here, we'll cast one more time. No! My Fortress of Solitude! Oh, I thought he was going to get cheesed there for a second, but then no, he can clearly break anything in his own boss arena. He has that right, it's his house. Yeah, he's got some interesting attacks. Like, they all seem to be very forward. A lot of charges, a lot of, like, projectile stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think I need maybe a little bit higher scaling. I need a little bit higher just base magic damage if I want to, like, one-shot him with Comet Azure, right? Because the technique is sound aside from that, but I was basically on the way to running out of mana by that stage. I guess a Rune Arc might do it. That's the wrong thing to have done. Yeah, and then he heals through this. And then he can jump, so that's, yeah, not quite the damage that we could be doing. We could still potentially get him with bubbles. But I don't think I'm that interested in doing this fight for now. Do I think I'd ever make an Elden Ring video, like a tutorial or something? I mean, I feel like I'm just doing these streams. These streams are becoming videos on my VODs channel, but, like, I don't know if I'm interested in doing much aside from, if I get further in this, maybe making a video about the fact that I'm doing these ridiculous playthroughs. I suppose the other thing that could be better is my mind stat, because I have, like, a fairly low FP gauge for something that relies so heavily on magic, but yeah, either way. We've got that part taken care of at least. We could get Azure's Glintstone Crown from completing Sellen's quest. It's a little bit out of the way, but we'd have to go and get Lusat. It could be an interesting adornment to our current equipment load, put it that way. Millicent's still here. Not sure how far away these bubbles will travel. There we go. Just had to walk towards him throwing bubbles. Gonna have to memorize some of this stuff for when we do the astrologer playthrough, because my goal for the astrologer playthrough is still to acquire every spell in the game, including the DLC, so that Zloy can have a bit of fun roaming around the DLC. And I should specify sorcery as opposed to every spell, because spells includes like incantations, but I still want to do all of the sorceries. Basically anything that counts as a sorcery, including like the Golden Order fundamentalist stuff. Oh. Well, I'm here now, aren't I? How do I get out of this without having to fight one of those stupid Revenant bosses? Not even a boss, just a normal enemy, but annoying as heck anyway. Yes, big amethyst geode. Told you this was Minecraft. Time for revenge. No. Checking there's nothing behind me. Hey man, you look great. Real Rocky. Rocky Balboa. Now, I can't leave unless I come back the way I came. So we've got this to contend with, huh? Or we could just not. We could just not do that. Never got why diamonds are so sought after when there are much prettier gemstones. Artificial rarity created by the De Beers company, I'm pretty sure. My understanding is that diamonds are actually relatively common. Also true of Minecraft. Okay, now we're back outside. We can actually get anywhere else. And now millennials are ruining the diamond market as a thing because we realize there are much prettier and cheaper gemstones. I mean, yes.
My apprentice. I have the form. My body is in prison. Can you make? I have some. My body in prison. Can you make? I have something. Who could have? You have my. I am. This is. This brings
Okay,
us
cool.
the bodies of. If only I.
Don't really need any of her other sorceries. We can just hop down here. First Minecraft, now Elden Ring. That's the usual routine these days. I've been streaming a little bit longer on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and occasionally doing bonus Elden Ring streams on Wednesdays. So stick around, and you might see more of this. I'm currently playing through with the Albinauric Staff, and a couple of other bits and pieces. I have Alberic's armor set now, but with Radahn gauntlets and the bandit mask, because my character started as a bandit. Don't think any of them saw me. Should I be concerned? A lot of the time I'm in this cutscene and the puppet just stumbles down the stairs and starts laying into me, so...
Please, there is something. A star has someone made myself.
Okie doke, just gonna look over here. What I would give for some sorcery in Minecraft? Ah, Thorncraft. What a mod you were. This. Right, let's quit the game to title menu. Man, Albie looks so cool now. What just happened? So she basically asks you to pull out her magical heart and transplant it into somebody else's body. And then Jaren is here for some reason.
I hardly didn't. Well, just put it. She was known obsessed, the most
So now we can head back up here and go to Selvis's cellar. That sounded painful? Probably was. But, you know, that body is dead now. And fortunately there's another one. Because of this weird, shady connection between Selvis and Selen, he seems to have a duplicate of her in his private basement, which is not weird at all. Fortunately, we know where this is. It's right here. And then she just gets back up. She's wearing the same mask and everything. It's weird.
My apprentice, thank you. And it's better still, I've shed finally to expel my fear. Finally to expel.
Alright, cool. So now we need to go and fight Rennala, which I haven't done yet. I had got far enough into Raya Lucaria to get to the Radagon icon, but that was all I wanted from here initially. But then I realized I was probably going to have to get the Sorcerer's Selen plotline done if I wanted Azure's armor set. Although I'm not sure exactly at what point that becomes available. I think I read somewhere that you have to complete Selen's questline in full. So I guess we're going to hit Rennala with the melee weapon because unfortunately fighting her with the staff is going to be a pretty tedious affair. Speaking of tedious affairs, hi Moongrum. Bye Moongrum. Oh, wait, no, hang on. That's not how that's supposed to go. That's how that's supposed to go. Alright then, that's, well, not how I hoped it would go, but how I'm happy with it going. I was rolling, he was rolling, one of us was going down the elevator shaft. It wasn't going to be me. Okay, and since I hadn't done the Rennala fight because we're a mage, we will now do the Rennala fight with a slightly better weapon. So fighting a few more shard bearers than I normally do on these. Where's the next one? There you are. And finally, you. Alright. Wild Strikes, man. Such a good ability. use it more than once in this fight. Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. The bit where Rennala's like, hey, forget about me for a second, and I'm like, no, I don't think I will. Okay, cool. We did it. Dragon's still here, though. Not sure how he drinks the potion through the mask, but say the same thing about Batman. Like how they made Moongrum 2.0 in the DLC. I know. I turned the corner and I was like, you. Unbelievable.
Where did he flee? Is it that to become?
No, not that interested, thanks. Okay, now we rest here. And then I think once we've rested, we should get the summon signs outside. Still didn't beat the final boss, but one day, yeah, I will return to that in my own time. And this one is to assist Selen. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, the Bale fight is up there with Radahn, I think, as an incredible set piece that I will happily replay. Founding Rain of Stars there. Cool that Selen has the primal glintstone sorceries. Well, I don't think I ever see her using Comet Azure, but then that's because Rennala just did. Still can't tell if Rennala can actually use her legs or not. I'm pretty sure she can, and she just doesn't. Oh, here's what we could do instead, right? Yeah. I'm Albus the Albinauric.
You've saved my... You see this with the bodies so that we... My apprentice. You have your own... But do think of your teacher. You will all rest assured... No, my apprentice. But...
Glintstone Chris. May thy knife chip and shatter.
Oh, well, if you fail, you can always pay. Oh, don't fret.
Alright, cool.
What is it?
I think now we can buy Shard Spiral, which I will get, just in case it becomes pivotal in fighting Elden Beast like it was for the original playthrough. Now, let's head up to Mount Gelmir. Don't worry, nothing happens to Selen, and let's return to Primeval Sorcerer Azure. And we will grab this. And so this specifically raises the potency of Comet Azure at the cost of additional FP consumption. So that's something else we could potentially use to fight Mohg. So we might as well go and try that now. Time for rolling. Not too worried about potentially losing runes here, because we can get them very easily from this place, actually. Look at this man. What a guy. What a guy we've created together. In fact, I don't think any of the rest of Azure's stuff is gonna help with magic attacks, but like, still pretty fun. Forgive every reused dragon in the game just because of how cool Bale is, yeah. Like they were like the way they're like, these are drakes, and I'm like, looks very similar to all of the other dragons to me. Well, that's pretty good damage, but I think I drank the potion a little too soon. And it does cost a heck of a lot of FP to cast that now. Yeah, okay. I reckon we can do it. I just need to get the setup right.
Is mine and mine alone.
Well, that's a lie. Mikola is promised to someone else, I think. Apparently dragons have wings, drakes don't. Well, tell Elden Ring that. Because they've been getting it wrong. Alright, this time, we Terra Magica. I think maybe I bubble a couple of times. And then we drink the flask and then we Come Azure. Oh, he's going to do it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit more sorcery scaling. We could one-shot him. To the extent that you can one-shot anything with Common Azure, but... the FP consumption is just through the roof at that stage. Really enjoying the Elden Ring challenge. Thanks, Apollo. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a little bit goofy. But it's my kind of goofy. Weak foe ahead, blood loss, etc. Yeah. I like good sort ahead. The public has done a bit of a 180 on Mohg lately. I wonder why. Yeah, there's just no... There's no way. They give you an option to choose the spawn point? Yeah. Yeah. They give you, like, checkpoints before certain battles. Okay. So now we know we can't definitively do that right now. I reckon we have another crack at Fire Giants. Or we consider doing Castle Soul. I might go do Castle Soul. And then maybe we'll start next stream with Fire Giants. Hey, Mermaid Hair, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome in. We're about to get absolutely swarmed by giant skeletons, but don't worry about that part. Also, don't worry about the death bird that appears. Thank you so much, raiders. Welcome in. We are close to the end of this stream, so I'll be sending you on to somebody else real soon. But before that, we have to go through this castle and deal with a small boss. Yep, there's the skeletons. Ignore them, they're fine. Nothing to worry about. DLC feels really empty in the open world. Some sections of it do. A lot of the earlier areas feel more like well fleshed out than the later areas and some of the kind of optional side areas and stuff. But I think the thing is, aside from bosses, the material that you use to scale up your damage and damage resistance, and occasionally some interesting talismans or weapons, there's not going to be a great deal that people enjoy finding in the DLC anyway. So I kind of feel like they were damned if they do, damned if they don't kind of thing. Okay, that hit some scenery, I guess, and I did not get to hit the thing. Being able to cheese these guys through the gates is honestly kind of refreshing. Although it is a little annoying when they do that. And that's the reason I cheese them through the gates, because otherwise they absolutely destroy me. It's the reason for the cheesing. Come on, dude. Just about got him around the corner, okay. Anyway, through here till we get to the Church of the Eclipse. Past the birds and the dogs, everyone's favorite enemies in these games. Sad thing is, sure, new stuff ain't using most of it anyway. Another great reason why I'm doing this playthrough. Because half the time I would be the same. In fact, I played through most of the DLC barely using any of the new weapons beside the new hand-to-hand arts because I was interested in like a monk-style playthrough. But then, part of the fun of playing through and doing this A to Z thing is challenging myself to use each weapon at a time, and so I'm using stuff that I'd never considered, and, like, playstyles that I didn't necessarily like before. I've never really used colossal weapons in this game, even though they're always kind of appealing with the whole, like, massive smashy attack thing. So I'm... like, and this weapon as well. This is supposed to be like one of the legendary armaments or something. Genuinely never used it. So I'm looking forward to maybe stretching my legs a little bit in that department. knew that guy wasn't going to let me hit him. Okay, so this fight is going to go interestingly, because this is one that I know for a fact that you can cheese with Comet Azure pretty effectively. As long as the guy behind me lets me do it. Unfortunately, that's why I was hoping to avoid the ads in that last room. So maybe we'll do that part again. But part of me just doesn't quite want to die yet. Oh, just used 2 flasks by mistake. Alright, and there goes all my mana, so we're melee only from this point. Fortunately, I know the patterns in this fight reasonably well. Whether I can execute on that knowledge is another matter entirely. Get out to mid-range, try and bait that attack again. One more. One more. Give me another stomp. The amount of bloodstains in this arena, though. Nice. Oh, forgot about that one. Alright. Oh. Just gotta make sure we can hit him and he doesn't hit me. Nice. Okay. Picking my moment, but we did it. I think the staff got us most of the way there, so I don't feel too bad about that one. I am once again a leap over a short wall away from dying, but that's how Albie lives his life day to day. Paycheck to paycheck. Also, I'm pretty sure now if we go to the round table hold, we get invaded, right? Because I've never got this half of the medallion before I got the other half. So I'm going to quickly use the grace here, and then let's see what happens. I don't know for certain if it's like the Albinauric medallion, if it's the Albinauric village one that does that, or if we just get invaded when we go to round table hold now. Yep, no, it happens. Cool, makes sense. Time to charge and attack. Oh, he got me. That'll do. Given how few flasks we have, it's kind of like we get invaded there, but who knows? It's kind of like he invades us, or we invade him. I forget which way around that works. Clinging bone. And nobody says anything about this except for Gideon, which is always weird. We can level up probably once if I sell some runes. Oh, I can crush this as well. I'm not interested in full moon sorcery. Although I might not even have enough after that to level up one more time. Looks like maybe not. Okay, never mind. Anyway, back at Round Table Holds, then Albinauric Village, and then Halig Tree. Alright, I'm going to be wrapping up right after we do this very brief run to the Albinauric Village. I guess this is probably the slightly closer site of grace, so we'll use that one instead. And yeah, I need to go and get some food, and probably head to bed shortly after that, because the builder is going to be back early tomorrow to get a little bit more done on our bedroom. But after that, everything should be more or less back to normal. Where am I going? This way? Yeah. More Olympics after the stream. I mean, I'll probably catch up on some of the stuff that happened today, yeah. Because I assume Murray and Evans have played by now. I don't know how well they will have done, but... And I want to see how the Nadal-Alcaraz duo fared against their opponents, too. They won? Are you serious? Oh my god. Like, I'm not under any illusions that they can make it much deeper in the tournament, but... Dude, if they won, that rules.
I witnessed a sight much the oppression awaking. Put this under the justice to let the
Final tiebreak? I mean...
Put this time under the justice to let the scars...
That makes sense. That is at least consistent with other attempts that Murray has made. Radborn, don't be dubious. That sounds actually kind of awesome for my tastes. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this part. Yeah, caught him mid-heal as well.
Please no, dear me.
That pot was a Welshman the entire time.
I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait there. Well, oh, I will finish.
Oh god, my weapon's in his neck now.
You must keep it out. And if you should meet the young...
Alright, bye. See, he doesn't die, it's fine. And now we go back to the Grand Lift of Rold, and we take the path to the Halig Tree. But there is one other thing that I need to get for this, which is the Fanged Imp Ashes, which I don't currently have. So I think we'll leave that there, just so, because I can't remember where exactly you get them. I might have to look that up. With 11 hours and 10 minutes played on Albie Spellen's playthrough so far, that is where we'll wrap up for today. Folks, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for attending the stream, or streams if you went to both of them. I'm going to be wrapping up and raiding somebody else here on Twitch, so stick around for the raid. Let's see if any of my friends are out here tonight. Oh yeah, let's go and have a complete tonal shift. We're going to go raid Apothic Decay, who is streaming from their van. They're streaming Animal Crossing. And it's only day 2 of a new playthrough, it looks like, so... Go say hi to Becca for me. You can use your Pixel Hype emotes and the hashtag PixelRaid to show some love. If I'm not back tomorrow, I'll probably be podcasting with Eloise. And if I'm not podcasting with Eloise, I might be back tomorrow. Otherwise, you'll see me on Thursday for another Minecraft stream, with potentially a little bit less junk behind me. That's a lamp! That should be in our bedroom. Alright, folks, have yourselves a good one. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye for now.